This week's Torah portion, Pinchas, is one that is known by anybody who reads the Torah on a festival, because at the end of the portion there's a long list of the sacrifices that are to be made on any given festival day. It begins with Shabbat, it goes on with Rosh Chodesh, the beginning of the month, and then laid out after that in the order of the calendrical year are the sacrifices that are to be made. And to this day, despite the fact that we have no temple anymore and no sacrificial cult, every holy day we read as the maftir portion, the portion that introduces the Haftarah, the sacrifices that were to be made for that day. We don't do it on Shabbat, but instead that passage turns up in the Musaf Amida, the additional Amida that is prayed on that day. For our ancestors, those sacrifices were the way that we counted time. If you had lost count of where you were in the calendar and you went to the temple, you would know by looking at the sacrifice where it was that you were standing in the calendar. Obviously, for us, it's no longer the case. All we have is the vestige of that way of relating to Jewish time. So the question that I'm left with this week is, how do we locate ourselves in this calendar that runs so alien to the calendar of the host societies in which we live? What is it in each of our souls that links us to the recurrent cycle of Jewish time, running from Shabbat to Shabbat, from new moon to new moon, and from festival to festival? Let's sit with that question as we come up to the fast preceding the High Holy Days, where the cycle of Jewish time is going to begin again. Where do you count your time? And that was your Torah in 2.